is our 22nd lecture and we will see loop statements in C sharp. First is while loop. Here the test condition is given in the beginning of a loop and all statements are executed till the given condition satisfies. When the condition becomes false, the control will out from the while loop. This flowchart explains how while loop works. First, it checks the text expression. If it is true, the body of while loop is executed and again control pass to check the expression. As long as the expression is true, the body of while loop is executed and when it is false, it comes out of the while loop. General syntax is while the condition and if condition is true, block of statements are executed. Here is an example where I declared I as an integer with initialization value of 0 and have written while loop while I less than 5 and as long as I less than 5 it will print the value of I. Then it will increment the I and again goes back to check the value of I. The output will be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Next is do while loop. Here the test condition is given at the end of a loop and is similar to while loop except that do while loop is generated to execute at least once. This flowchart shows first it executes the body of loop and then it checks the condition. If the condition is true, again the body of loop is executed and when the condition is false, it goes outside the do while loop. The general syntax is do, execute the block of statements and then check while condition. In this example, same I declared int I as a 0 and do print the I, increment the I and then check the value of I. If I less than 5, it will again go to print the value of I. So the output will be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Next is for loop. A for loop is a repetition control structure that allows you to efficiently write a loop that needs to execute specific number of times. First, it checks the initialization statement, then it checks the text expression. If it is true, the body of for loop is executed and then counter statement is executed. Again it goes back to check the text expression and if it is false, it goes out of the for loop. General syntax is for initialization, then condition and then increment and statements. Here init step is executed first and only once. This step allows you to declare and initialize any loop control variable. Condition is evaluated. If it is true, the body of loop is executed. If it is false, the flow control is transferred to statement just after the for loop. After the body of for loop executes, the flow of control jumps back to increment statement which allows to update any loop control variable. Here is an example. For initialization statement is init int I equal to 0, then condition is I less than 5 and increment is I plus plus. It will print the value of I and then again goes back to check the I condition. If it is less than 5, again it will print I. The output will be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then for each loop. This loop is used to loop over elements in an array or collection. This flowchart explains how for each loop works. First, it checks the elements remaining in collection. If it is true, it will goes to next element in a collection and assign value to local variable. and it goes to body of for each loop and again goes to check the element remaining in collection. If it is false, it will exit for each loop. The general syntax is for each element in iteratable item and then executable statements. The in keyword used to along with for each loop is used to iterate over the iteratable item. The in keyword selects an item from the iteratable item on each iteration and store it in variable element. The number of items for each loop will execute is equal to the number of elements in the array or collection. Here is the example. I have declared a my array as a character array in which I have stored HELLO, and then for each character ch in my array it will print each character. So the output will be HELLO.